Good afternoon. This is Chris Brecher with a simpler stocks free video for April 27, 2016. It's about 42 minutes before the bell. I've been showing unusual option activity on the premium site, so I try to get the free video out early so then I can concentrate on posting things on the premium forum. So you see on the left or up here, I post earnings Tuesday night. Then we have personal earnings Wednesday morning. And I go through every single one of these, and I go through and decipher earnings and option activity, and then relay it to everyone in this site. Just so you know, showed them this, even though it's look at these puts. 5,500 of these are traded when they were $1.30. When the stock was 60 and 30 cents, $1 higher is when I posted it in the forum about unusual option activity. This is one that already would have paid for your subscription. Sell 100 shares, you make $100. Short 1,000, you make 1,000. But it's worked great so far. Another one we showed in here was H&R Block. This isn't earnings related, but out of nowhere, it's traded 10,000 of these puts. The 23 puts. I have no idea why. All I do is I report what I see. I know that the daily chart looks awful in it, and out of nowhere, it's traded 10,000 puts. Another one that I put on the forum, you might ask, where do I put it on there? I go in here to simpler stocks and you go to home, just to show you what we do in here, and I'm going to take off the arrows. We go in here and we have our chat room that's good from 9 to 10 Eastern, so you get some of the trading. The premium videos, which are a lot more in-depth than what the free has. The forum, where we post things back and forth. The meetup, where like tomorrow we're having a thing on the ATR trailing cross, which I've talked about before, but I'm going to show you in action how to really trade it and how to time things. Over here is a learning center where there are things that actually when I do post things in webinars, then they go in there. The other thing, and this is one of the more powerful areas, is the chart center. Stock trades and chart ideas, index and future charts, unusual option activity. This is where I post things. O has earnings tonight. All you have to do in there is look at this. Look at the time, 12:35. Then go into it. And you can actually see the stock sold off a point since then. Pretty interesting stuff. I'm glad I'm able to help. Like I said, that includes your $7 for 30 days includes all the things I just showed you in there. So just to let you know as a recap of what's going on today, we're getting this divergence continuing. What do I mean by that? Right now we have the ES is only down 150. NASDAQ down 36 balloons. Russell up 960. Bonds down 25. Advanced decline, very positive. What does all this mean? It means a sector rotation. And it means that we're at a big inflection point. What do I mean by that? This is what I've been showing on the videos every day. We're going to unlink this, and you're going to see the ESs, which is the S&P future, the E-minis on the left. As you see, near a high for the year. You have the NASDAQ on the right. And as you see on here, it's finally had a little bit of a moving average cross, and now it's bumping up against its support, right around this area. Whole idea in here is I go to the 195 and I look at moving averages, and I look at the relative value of each. As you see, the ESs on the left are this far above the moving averages. While on the right, the NASDAQ is about to break this important 4440 level. Now, I'm not going to say it is because you have Apple's earnings coming out. That can change the entire equation. And as we've seen, we get these snapbacks where whatever is the weakest index, instead of pulling down the index on the left, the index on the right gets miraculously pulled up. And tomorrow you have Janet Yellen speaking, so anything's possible. But if you zoom out, we get this. Look at the ominous pattern on the right. And look at how the ESs seem to dismiss what's going on the right. The whole idea is if these NQs can sell off and break this 4440 level and get to this next area in here, as you see, there's like an air hole. There's no support in this level. If it breaks, it'll quickly go to 4,400. You gotta think the ESs then could get down to this 2060 level and maybe 2040. Very important in here. I'm watching the squeeze develop in here. I'm watching the ESs just holding in like a champ right at this support area, but that doesn't guarantee they're going to stay there. Very important, the earnings are going to come out. Let's show that again. We have Apple's earnings. Apple trying to hold 104.50 right now, selling off a little to 104.29. Lot of different option activity going on, which we'll discuss on the premium video. You have Facebook coming out. You have LinkedIn coming out. You have Amazon coming out. One after another of big old earnings. These could turn the tide of the entire market. Now, with the Fed, you never know. They could come out and say, well, we're just going to start buying index futures. But all kidding aside, if this doesn't hold, this area, I have to think the ESs are going to break through that. Like I said, the big thing we're watching is Apple's earnings and the reaction to the earnings. How many times are we seeing a quick sell-off to here and then a miraculous snapback and then everybody's fine? Big thing tonight to watch. So we're going to be watching that after the close. Tomorrow we're going to be watching some important earnings. Check out these that are coming out tonight and tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, Boeing, Northrop, State Street, Baker Hughes, Garmin Industries, one after another, United Technologies. Tonight, check out what we're going to be watching in here, and I'll relay if I see any unusual options on the premium site. Capital One, CHRW, Boyd Gaming, Barrick Gold, U.S. Steel, Aflac, AT&T, Fortinet, Apple. Which, like I said, has already taken a dive in here. Buffalo Wild Wings. There's one after another. Very exciting time in here. So I hope you get a chance to sign up for a $7 trial for 30 days. Like I said, that includes everything we discussed earlier, and also includes that includes the seminar tomorrow, where I'm going to go over how, with my 34 years experience, how I use the ATR trailing stop. If you want to see just here, just to give you an idea, take off every index in here. Take off every study. And this is what I use all the time. Right there, ATR trailing stop. Not a perfect thing, but I'll show you how I use it and how I combine it with other indicators. It's just a free informal class. I've had a very expensive class that goes in for like 2 hours in depth. This is just a quick informal class, and these are the kind of value we build into the site. So I hope everybody enjoys this. I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Take care.